In the small, fog-shrouded town of Ravenswood, where the moon rarely dared to illuminate the streets, a peculiar dog-walking service emerged. Desperate pet owners seeking respite from their busy lives turned to an enigmatic figure known only as the Walker. Whispers of unsettling tales circulated through the community, warning those who dared to inquire about the mysterious service. Ellie, a curious and adventurous teenager, couldn't resist the allure of Ravenswood's eerie mystique. Intrigued by the tales of the Walker, she decided to enlist the services for her neighbor's stubborn German shepherd, Max. As night fell and the streets darkened, Ellie handed Max's leash to the Walker, a shadowy figure clad in a tattered cloak that seemed to absorb the moonlight. As the Walker disappeared into the fog, Ellie felt an unease settle in the pit of her stomach. She shook off the chill and convinced herself it was merely the town's eerie ambience playing tricks on her imagination. Days passed without incident, and Ellie began to relax, thinking she had succumbed to baseless paranoia. However, as Max's evening walks continued, a subtle change in his demeanor unfolded. His once playful nature transformed into one of anxious anticipation. Ellie attributed it to the unfamiliarity of the mysterious Walker, but deep down, she couldn't shake the feeling that something more sinister lingered. One moonless night, curiosity got the better of Ellie. Unable to resist the urge, she followed the Walker and Max from a safe distance. The fog clung to the streets like ghostly tendrils, obscuring her view as she trailed behind. The silence was broken only by the distant howls of unseen creatures, adding to the ominous atmosphere. As Ellie stealthily approached a desolate graveyard on the outskirts of town, she saw the Walker veer off the path, leading Max into the shadowy burial grounds. Hesitation gripped her, but a determination to unravel the mystery propelled her forward. Within the graveyard's eerie silence, strange whispers carried through the mist. Ellie strained to make sense of the spectral voices, feeling an otherworldly presence surround her. Max, normally alert, now seemed to move in a trance, guided by unseen forces. Suddenly, the Walker halted in front of an ancient mausoleum, its weathered stone adorned with cryptic symbols. The air grew colder as Ellie observed the Walker produce a peculiar amulet, glowing with an unnatural light. The whispers intensified, echoing hauntingly in the graveyard. In an instant, shadows materialized, coalescing into ghostly figures. Ellie's heart raced as she witnessed spectral hounds emerging from the mist, their ethereal forms mirroring the earthly dogs of Ravenswood. The Walker, now illuminated by an eerie glow, began a spectral communion, merging the living and the dead in a macabre ballet. As the ritual unfolded, Max's eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity, reflecting the sinister union transpiring around him. Ellie, paralyzed by fear, watched in horror as the boundaries between the living and the afterlife blurred. The spectral hounds circled Max, their unearthly howls echoing through the graveyard. The Walker's chanting grew more intense, invoking an ancient power that permeated the very fabric of Ravenswood. Ellie, overwhelmed by the unholy spectacle, realized the dire consequences of meddling with forces beyond comprehension. In a chilling crescendo, the spectral hounds merged with Max, their ghostly forms intertwining with his earthly presence. The Walker, satisfied with the unholy communion, retreated into the shadows, leaving Ellie to witness the aftermath of the ghastly ritual. Max, transformed into a spectral guardian, now stood at the threshold between the living and the dead. Ellie, marked by the forbidden knowledge she had gained, recoiled in terror. The once bustling town of Ravenswood now harbored a secret, and its spectral hounds patrolled the shadows, forever bound to the enigmatic Walker and the eldritch forces that lurked within the fog.